There it is, the shot, or at least you would say one of the shots. Marist versus St Rita has always been a rivalry. Fortunately for Marist, it's ended the bad way 3 straight years in a row. There's always close games. There's always big crowds. This is Marist versus St Rita. For the citizens of Mount Greenwood, Beverly, Evergreen Park, the St Rita and Marist rivalry is a big game. It means a lot to many people, including teachers at St Rita, deans, ADs, everyone.
So it's always a special win when you can beat a rival. So.
And what was your reaction to Joel's game winner and Alex's game winner?
Pretty similar, to be honest. I mean, Joel's was interesting because it didn't really look like he had a good angle at the shot, and he was just a freshman, and he made it, and it was just cool. I was just really excited for him, at his age. Seeing him make a shot like that in that moment was really cool. And then when you made your shot, to be honest, I was excited, but I felt terrible for Marist. Just from the standpoint, it was like, wow, 2 years in a row you lose the same way. But I was definitely excited.
Marist versus St Rita isn't a game without the fans. There's always going to be rowdy chants. Some things will be said, and there's always going to be a theme. Whether it's Dean Day, Chapel Day, we're always going to wear something that's going to bring out a crowd.
Early in the afternoon and told the Marist security guards that we're not going to allow students in that had been dressed to the theme. And when the students got there, the St Rita students, I was outside the door, told them that they're not coming into Marist like that, partly due to our dress code policy and partly due to Marist dress code policy as well. Overall, the game, I think the students then respected that. They took off the components of the dress code that I was asking them to remove while they were in the game. The craziest thing that might have happened was inappropriate language was used, a little bit too much towards some Marist students and some Marist parents. But I think some of our students made up for it when they were holding up in the air Coach Griff's son. I think that was the nicest thing that the student body did that night. And then obviously to win the game was the icing on the cake.
Both student sections can get a little crazy. You have the Mustang Maniacs for St Rita and the Rowdy Redhawks for Marist High School. A young fan details his experiences when going to these games and what it was like when he was there.
That or Mass Day when everyone showed up in chapel shirt and tie, and my brother Jack Quinn and Matt McGurry dressed up as priests and led the crowd. That was pretty hilarious. That memory's gonna stick with me.
So as being one of the lucky people to record Alex's game-winning shot, it was a fun time. All you see is the crowd come out of the stands and just tackle Alex.
For St Rita versus Marist, for the past 3 years, it has ended in dramatic fashion. And Joel Watts, freshman guard for St Rita, kicked it off when he drilled the game-winning 3 in the corner against Marist at their house.
So we took off that game, and then in those leading moments, I didn't know if I was even going to get the ball, but I ended up getting it. I fumbled it, and I just threw it up, and I knew it was going to go in. One of those surreal moments, I didn't know how to react. I didn't know what to do, so I just ran to the corner. I saw everybody else trailing me, and then it took 10 minutes for the student section to come down. So by then I was done celebrating, and then I had to re-celebrate. So it was crazy.
What was your reaction to Alec Milner's game-winning shot against Marist?
I was extremely excited for him, elated, ecstatic, whatever you want to put it, because I had just hit the game winner the previous year. So then for him to hit a game winner, it was just like a brother.
The next year, Alec Melinder followed this up with a game winner of his own from the corner, but this time at home in front of his own crowd.
I had like celebrations planned out in my head. I always said I was gonna do like a weird celebration. I was gonna run on stage and pump my jersey, but it didn't happen like that. I immediately just thought, and run. So I think I ran to half court, and at half court I like stopped, and I was like, yeah. And then my daddy, he ran on the court too, and he ran the other way. And that's when everybody mobbed me, and I was just, it was just like amazing. The feeling was great. I felt like Michael Jordan or LeBron or somebody like that. First quarter I scored twice, and then the rest of the game I didn't do that much. And, I was just wondering, like, damn, I hope it come to me. I could be the hero, blah blah blah. And Jordan kind of ran in front of me, so I ran back to the corner. And he kind of like just gathered the ball my way. So I was like, oh, I really got it. And the man ran out at me. He was big, so I just knew to get it over him. So I wasn't nervous. It was just like, I was kind of, I don't know if I was like, I didn't know what was going to happen. I was just like curious.
When there's a big game for us, it's pretty big. We have to put the jerseys in the locker room. Or if it's a away game, we have to put it in the bag. But if it's a home game, we got to put it in their locker. And when we get on the bus, usually, for away games, if it's a big game like the one against Marist 3 years ago, I don't know, I forget what it was. But the players are always just like silent. Everyone has their headphones in. They're all zoned in, ready for the game, and they're all putting on their favorite playlists and getting their hype music going. And it's really cool energy that you feel. You get from being around them, and then when we won it.
This game honors a young student that went to Marist that died in his sleep before graduation. His name was Mr. Callahan. It also honors Jimmy Griffith, our strength coach, little brother. He played for Marist, and this game means a lot to Griff.
I never want to lose that game. I never want to lose that game. And I make sure that the boys all know that we win that game.
So, do you train the players harder during that week?
No, pretty much keep it the same. But I do, if they do lose, which I think we lost like twice in the last 11 years. The next day is always a bad day for the boys.
Why is that?
I guess I love that. I like that school. I love that school. I went there. My brother went there. Scoreboard's named after him. Scoreboard's named after him. Locker room's named after him. I'm still keeping contact with all those guys, but I never want to lose that game. The game's very important to me. I train the St Rita basketball team. I don't train the Marist basketball team, so I want St Rita to win.
Does it make you a little sad during that week or no?
Yeah, it opens up some wounds, but it's cool though. I'm glad that Coach D started that game. I'm glad they kept it going. Opens wounds up, but it's not bad. Deal with it. It's a good honor for my brother.